The rest of the Bead Gallery crew has put together.
It sounds weird.
What am I supposed to do to check him out?
Give me 1 second. We're checking the sound really quick.
Watch on YouTube. Is it me?
Okay, we're gonna check some sound. I don't know if that feedback is coming from Jamie's phone because it's so close to what we're doing.
It sounds weird.
No, there's nothing wrong.
All right. It didn't like me being in the office typing.
Because Restream is on that side too. Really? We're checking the sound.
Okay, we are ready.
So,
My
again, we're
goodness.
checking sound and other things.
How is everybody? Oh.
I don't know why you did that. Aloha Kim.
Hi, everybody. Let us know if you can hear us, and we want to show you some goodies today. If the sound is too much, oh my gosh, let us know, or if it's not enough. This is exciting. We're going to do some demonstrations for you guys if you are interested. So as I show you some samples of some handmade glass beads, we can go from there. Now, before we even get started, I just want to ask, are you guys familiar with handmade glass beads and how they're made, how Lampwork beads are made? I'm going to see if there's comments, if there's anything about it. If you already know, perfect. We don't have, because 25 years ago when I'd ask people that question, they're like, no. Nowadays, with YouTube and so much, Sarah, okay, so much information out there, it's amazing what everybody knows. So I can give you a quick idea of how these beads are made if you are interested, or we can just get right to showing you some super cool beads.
And we have a lot. Right. So we're going to pull together this.
So these are Lampwork glass beads. In case you guys saw them, we did a quick preview in our bead hui. And if you're not in our bead hui yet, you may want to join us there because it is our off social media network. And I have a bunch of Calvin beads that I'm going to be showing there. So that is quite exciting. You guys want to see the Calvin beads? We don't have time for them today, and there's not a lot, which is why I'm going to be doing it only on the bead hui. I got to show you. They're just so nice. I'm so excited about them. Look, now Calvin has been making diacrylic beads for years and years, okay? This is the tiniest diacrylics he's ever made. So it was worth waiting 25 years. And I wanted to do them in sets. Aren't they just lovely? Holy commodies. And they finally are like bracelet sized. Some are tinier. Oh my God, they're so cute. So I'm going to have these on the bead hui. If you're not on the bead hui with us yet, and you've never had to sign into Mighty Networks, that is something, please let us know so I can hook you up and get us into our off social media.
Find that thing. Show that one.
Awesome. Thank you, Jason. It is tbg.family. And you know what happened to us? We got kicked out of Instagram last week for a whole week, 2 weeks for a week. and we couldn't do any kinds of posts or whatnot. And it made me really realize that we need to make sure we can access each other. What's nice about the TBG family is you can access me, Jason, anyone there, because it is our way of communicating with you and keeping our friendships going, even if we get cut off from social media. So that is what's really exciting about that. Now I'm going to jump in because I want to make sure that we have time for our demos. Today we have sets. These are glass beads that our friend Tenessa made. She is the daughter of one of our longtime vendors. That vendor, Lynn, stopped making glass beads and she retired. And then we were like, oh no, what are we going to do? So it was such a nice thing for us to meet Tenessa, her daughter, and get some beads. So now, today we are going to be offering these pairs. The pairs are, in general, $20, okay? And if you see a pair you like, you cannot buy it in the live, meaning you cannot check out and pay for these. We're doing it a little differently. You tell us if you like it, and we're going to put it in a bag, and then we will send you an invoice. We thought this would make it the easiest because there's so many to look at that we could not make a correlating database of each individual one to account for it. So I'm just going to show you these one by one in these trays.
And if you like it, we'll pull it aside for you.
Yes, if you like it.
And the magic question is going to be, how much are they?
These are $20 a set. All of them are $20 a set, except these. These are a little harder to make, so these are $25 a set. That would be $12.50 each bead. Now, if you have questions about anything, let me know. If you're like, well, Jamie, I do like those beads, but I don't know what I'd make with it. Because I'm ready for you. You can make a necklace. You can make earrings. Jason, do you think I can borrow the camera real quick? Because I am wearing the earrings right now. And I wanted to show this pair. They're so nice. This is made with the 3D. It's like two pyramids touching. So I think we call it a diamond. Here we go.
We call it the 3D diamond.
And Pauline made these. I have to show you this. This is what I made. Jason, I'm going to grab your bracelet and show them. So we're going to show you how to make some of these components. Some of these components. Then we have a bracelet that Jason did. We have a bunch of earrings to show you with the pairs. Oh my God, check this out. Pauline made this just to show you if you wanted to do fiber and macrame, these beads match. They are so nice. Oh, Sarah, thank you for saying that. We definitely marked them at a price that we thought you could afford and enjoy, right? My girl power shirt, my mic, my earrings, ready to rock and roll with you guys. Okay, so this, before we even start, I'm going to show you the sets. So these sets right here, if you see one that you like, you can just do it by number and let us know if there's one that you want to make. Here's Jason's bracelet. He, at the end, is going to show you how to put together these components using jump rings, 2 large jump rings and 2 small jump rings, so that it has a super cool barbed wire effect. Like I did this as a class on the bead hui or on our bead circle a couple months ago. Pauline got addicted to them, so that's that right here. And then we have this. So Jason's going to show you how to do it with, this is the 1-piece wire version I can show you. This is with jump rings. It is a lot easier on the hands, so I think you would really, really enjoy this technique. So stick with us to the end so we can show you how to do that. These are the sets of beads. They're $55, normally $75. But we did a $20 discount, and we put them together for you guys. This is our color palettes for you to enjoy. Now, if you see something you like and you want it just by the piece, let me know because I might have it here in the pairs. I'll go through these, then I'll show you all the pairs, see if there's anything you like, and then we'll keep going. Hi, everybody. Aloha. If you're beading today, let me know what you're working on. I would love to know what you're working on. Please tell us. Throughout the show, I have lots of little things to show you. Now, when you work with Lampwork beads, the holes tend to be a little bit larger because these are handmade. They're wound glass on a mandrel. When you wind glass on a mandrel, you have to pull the rod out, leaving a larger hole. When you have a large hole and you want to design with it, the beads can shift about on your wire. It can shift about on your beading cord. And so what we wanted to do was show you all the little things that we use. Whoops. Oh, we're really bright today. Hold on one second. We're just going to lower the lights. Is just a little bit bright. Hold on.
It might auto adjust.
Maybe?
Yes, it's going to auto adjust.
Right now?
I have to change the.
Oh, okay.
Let me change it.
But you know what? It looks good on the beads. So
Yes, it does.
should I just leave it like this for the beads and then switch it later? I'll do metals later. So that way you can see them because it's going to be a little hard to
Oh, you know what?
focus on metal and
This.
beads.
Put it on your hands.
Little bit bright, little bit, but we'll do our best, okay? So any feedback on any of these, if you guys are interested, now is a great time to get them. We will only have them like this for another 2 weeks, and then we send them back to Tenessa, who made them.
Okay.
So here's the purples. I love this almond shape. This is the 3D diamond.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
The lentil.
Let me give you the name.
A little square, and it's like a donut.
This is what we call them.
Almond, lentil, donut, square pillow, and the 3D diamond. So these sets are $55. Oh, I just made these this morning. I call these the pink blossoms. They're like little cherry blossoms. So we put them together with a very, very light amethyst that's over a white. And here's what's really interesting about all of these beads. She uses a lot of frit and a lot of glass that reduces in flame. And so all of the colors and silver are slightly different. So she uses reactive glass and she uses reduced flame. So what that means is that every color is slightly different in shades. So when Jason and I made these sets, it was kind of cool because when you look at, like, let's say, for example, these, they look really, really different. Like some of them were like really dark and some of them were really light. Like you can see the difference between this one here and this one. Probably made at the same time, but just depending on how the flame is used, how hot it is, the glass reacts differently and you get different shades. So that is pretty amazing. The Red Moons was a really, really wonderful seller for us also. I think it's got a nice Asian feel with the strong red moon and Japan being like the land of the rising sun. I like that idea of the red sun, red moon, red orb feeling there. This one, number 15, oh my gosh, look. So these sets are 55. This has greens, blues, remind me of like a beach and a sunset. The browns, I like that.
You like to reduce light a little bit to see.
I do.
The matte look.
I'm going to ask if you guys like looking at the beads like this.
I think in matte it looks really good.
So if there's anything you see, let me know. I'll pull it for you. Now, again, these won't be available after the show. I'll put them up on the website. These will go up on the website for another week, and then that will be it. At the end of this show, I'm going to tell you how I made this. And if you want a demo, because you're like, I want to make some of these with these beads, let me know, because I figured out the wire lengths for this exact bead and how we can wrap the pillow shave here. So, and these are so fun and easy to make. So if you want to hang something from your eye pins, we can review that. And mostly if you want, I can just talk to you about these pieces and how we do the color paletting, because I think picking colors is always a challenge. Okay, so I'm going to show you the pairs. You can always watch this in replay until when? Probably another week or so. So if you're watching this after June, we don't have these beads anymore. I'm so sorry. If you're watching it before the end of June, please, please grab what you can. Oh my God, CC11, the color is so nice. Now, CC11, it's like a peachy color. Look, not sure. I'm gonna look on my camera and I'm gonna see.
You want me to lighten it up back to what I
Yeah,
saw
I'm just
earlier?
gonna just double check real quick. Hello, June. How are you today? We just showed some of the color paletting sets, and I'm just gonna go over the pairs. So if you see a pair that you like, let me know. I'm totally happy to bring it up closer to the camera. I'm gonna move some of these so you can see the numbers. Make it easy. So these are made in the US individually, one by one. And even though she's crazy and can make them all look super similar, that's a skill. It is not machine. Look at this on CC8. I love how the purple came out in this one. That's nice.
Do you think she used that? She did, yeah.
I'm sure. So these are $20 a pair. And we do have a little ticker thing you can run, Jason, on the bottom so that they can just remember what the prices are as I go through it. They're all $20 a pair except for the 3D diamond shape. Those are 25.
So this is the almond shape, you guys. These are $20 a pair. The size is right below.
I like this color.
Sarah
So
would like to
intense.
get CC8, please.
This shape is so awesome. I love it. Jason used it right here.
I do.
CC8.
Goes to Sarah Fuentes.
Do you like this darker one? I do. I like the one with the spiral. I'm going to pull this one, okay? If you change your mind, but I think this one's so nice.
And then the next request is Ruth with CC7. What color are CC17 and 18, please?
17 and 18 are brown, and then there's the reduction in between of the silver, so you can see that. And there is a little stripe of like a dark reddish brown, like that stripe right here, that line. They're so cool. I hope you can see them. Here, there you go.
And Ruth or Karen would like to see CC19.
Hi, Pauline. Ruth, if you want one of those, let me know so I can hold it up for you.
And then Karen's request is CC19.
Miss Karen, you can tell me if you like the top or the bottom. I'm going to flip it. I think the bottom one has more pink on both sides, whereas the top one has a little less pink on that side and on that side. So if you want more of a pink influence on both sides, then the bottom one.
And after Karen's going to be Judy Fields with CC22.
Ooh, this purple one. I use this one in a lot of our sets. Judy, did you see? Let me show you. I did my
Karen
set
telling us
go.
that you take 19 bottom.
Okay.
Thank you, Jamie.
So that purple one was a very hot seller. I don't know where I put all the beads, the sets. Hold on. Oh,
Well, Jamie's looking.
Jason, I'm gonna keep this
Yeah.
over here just so for a little bit.
Sorry, it was just a little tilty.
Oh, Judy, here. I used it in this set, the hydrangea set right here. So pretty. Okay.
And then Judy Fields says no.
No. All right, that was the almond shape. This shape is so nice. I love it. I'm just going to take off my earrings so you can see with this style where you can put it, wrap it, and then you just have one chain hanging from it. It's so pretty. And I have the donut shapes right here. What I'm going to do to make it easier is I will split them so none of them are touching. And if you see one you like,
And Kara, you would like CC5.
okay. Actually, I'm going to move it because I see that the text on the screen is hiding it. So let's try that. CC5, Kara. Did you? Oh, hold on, Kara. Because each one is slightly different, I just need you to see spiral and lines. Okay. This one looks like it has like hearts and snow. This is another spiral, but dots. These are so crazy, right? I love this one. It looks like a wave pattern. So let me know. Spiral line, spiral dots, hearts, or waves. Pretty amazing.
And Kiki will take the last with CC19.
I know that color is so cute. Yeah, that CC19. Yeah. So, Kara, I just want to give you choices. I know I just made it harder for you, but I think this is one of the reasons why I wanted to do the show, because you get to see artistry on each one. Okay, this is Kara's.
Okay, thank you. Thank you, Kara.
CC3. Yeah, these are the flowers. Now, in the flower, hold on, Judy, because that flower also, I have it. Let me see if I still have it. That was, one second. I have that flower.
Which one? What flower are you talking about?
This CC. Oh, I put it in this set. Look. So it did come on a pillow, no longer anymore. But I just want to show you that she did make it in other styles. So if you want a set, can. If you like this is CC3 and CC4. I like this one, Judy. The flowers on this one, these kind of have a Georgia O'Keeffe blown out look. I like the flowers on this one where they're really like you can see every single petal. So if you like one of these, let me know.
And like we said at the beginning of the show, we're going to be sending invoices out. If you ordered in the Bead Hui earlier last week, we will be combining those together, and you will get a combined order, and we'll make sure you it be sent to your email.
Do you guys see all the silver flecks in there? That's silver. She puts pure silver in there, and that's what gets those shiny flecks.
Judy says yes, good.
All right. The donuts.
And Judy, did you
look? This is QQ30. Isn't that cute?
You got it, Judy. Thank you. CC4.
Got it. I want the nice petals for her.
Nice petals.
I like these lime greens. Now, when we got these, there were like a lot more. And then I sold a bunch of sets already. But I did save all these singles in case also if you wanted to do earrings. This shape you can do earrings with. Here is one sample here.
So if you guys are picking up any of these pairs are going to be great for earrings.
And they're $20.
And they're $20.
And then I have all the pieces to show you. I want to shout out to Pauline. Thank you for making these samples. So here's some beautiful pairs to inspire you.
Yeah. So
to me,
if you guys picked up the 5-piece set, these are great additions to your earring line.
Look at this. Isn't that amazing? The way that the color just shades through it. It looks like something you'd find. Oh my God, did you see that? Look at the tiny flowers on this one. So cute. Each set is different. It's nuts. I could just sit and look at them all day. This is a light amethyst over a white, so it gives it a really glow without it being too heavily purple. This one is like a purple and an amber mixed up together. I really like QQ31, this one. The color is like a light aqua, but it almost pulls gray when you put this mushroom bits on it. So QQ2 is a beautiful gray. So it's nice too, because even though they're sold as a pair, if you don't want to make 2 earrings, you don't have to. You can use this as focals in your pendant. You can mix them up with other beads, as I did here.
So guys, this is the donut tray.
And you can string them. Look at this one. So if there's anything you want me to hold up to the screen because you can't see it very well, let me know.
Let us know.
I have a bunch of metals I want to show you after, and I'm excited about that go with Lampwork beads, because when you use Lampwork beads and like I said, they have larger holes, you always want to be prepared. This shape is really nice. This is what we call the 3D diamond, because it's a diamond and it's got a 3D shape. These are harder to make, and they're still only $25 a set. QQ31 for Sarah, QQ20 for Sylvia.
Got it, you two.
Okay, check out these. Amazing, amazing. The detail on here. She has to take a little stringer, like a little stringer, and melt it down. Oh my. What else? I love these. They look like something you'd find on an expedition. This is DD32. DD17, the purple. And again, using silver, metals incorporating with the glass.
That's one of my favorites. The way she uses that
DD17,
fine silver.
so nice. I like this one. Look at DD6.
I want a set of those blue double diamonds. Sarah.
Okay.
Let us know if you want top, middle, or bottom. Sarah. That's that turquoise inspired color.
I like the bottom one. I like the swirl pattern on this one, and I like the dot one on this one. I'll hold it in this order, so you can go top, middle, or bottom for me. Now, before I continue, I have to show you something. What is this? This is sets that may or may not happen. They did not happen yet. So if you see something here that you want, or you want it as a set, or you don't want it as a set, I am willing to not sell these as sets if you want to break it, or I'm willing to break them and make sets if you do want one. Basically, these are not, I didn't have time to turn them into anything yet, so they're just ideas and they're up for grabs.
Can you show this when you get a chance?
Okay, so if you're like, oh my God, I really want that color. If
Just
you
let
want the
us know.
set, the sets are $55. If you only want one of the twosies, let me know. They are either $20 or $25.
This is for Rick to confirm.
Really?
QQ20.
QQ20. Let Jason know.
That's the one you talked about, right?
Yeah.
Jamie? Yes.
Yeah, with the little with the gradation of color.
Yes.
Sounds pretty. She likes bottom. Me too, Sarah.
I'll take that bottom.
All right. And I'll come back to here. Look at this one. This is my last DD2. Look. It's so beautiful. So again, if you see anything you like, Jason is going to send invoices right after the show. If it's your first time shopping with us, we will have you email us. Or you can message us and we will call you or do whatever it takes so we can mail these to you. All right, so here we go. This is the not been done section. So if you want something from one of these, you can grab a pair from here, or if you like a set, I will break it for you and make you a set of 5. If you want all 10, can do. Oh, I love it. This one has such an ethnic batik look to it, right? This last set right here. It is grays and browns and pinks. What I like about this is like, I hope I'm exposing you to just some different color combinations that make you feel happy. Let's name them. I would call this batik pleasure. I don't know if I'd have a great job of making names for sets. We'll see. This one we could call, oh, it's very strong. It looks very warrior-like. Maybe turquoise triumph. Now, if you have a better name for a set, let me know. I will give you a prize because I have some extra beads on. Now, this purple one, now purple and teal, which is green. They like to play together, but they also look competitive. I will call this a race to the finish line.
I like it. Very creative. We have a request.
Oh, do you like this set, Sarah? A race to the finish line, the one that I just named.
Well, she said she would like the bottom left.
I think this is it. Well, Sarah, if you type a race to the finish line, I'll also give you a prize for buying it because that was fun. I can give you a choice. So, oh, let's see. Would you like, so these, Tenessa's mama made these, and I decided to have them as goodies. All right. Do you want 2 matte, really big? So these are all $10 bags, but they're free for you. With large holes, love these. A ring that has gold, black, and clear, or a disc with an extra bead. And then for your set, I have to ask her if she wants which bead.
Mm-hmm. Shall we pick for her?
Race to the finish line. Okay. Tell me what's your freebie. And then of your 5 beads that you're going to get, because I'm going to assume you want a 5 bead set, would you like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with the loose spiral or the tight spiral? Okay. A set with a loose spiral or a tight spiral. And the ring. Can you put Sarah's name on this?
Yes. I have a. Oh, that's Sarah's?
Yeah. And then after you cut this, Jason, oh, maybe I'll just cut it live.
Yeah, there's a right there. Oh. You might.
So this is how I made all the sets. It was fun. You ever cut stuff, you guys? Like cutting through a string is very, very, very pleasing. Do I have just a pair of the middle one in purple? Would that be this one, Judy, or this one? The almond, are you looking for? Or are you looking for the 3D diamond? Let me know.
Spiral for Sarah.
Loose spiral, check. Oh, Sarah, do you like flower dots or just regular dots? Flower dots or regular dots?
And they're getting back to middle one in purple.
Yeah.
She likes
Almond. Okay. I think we might.
Wait, almond?
Yeah. Flower dots. All right.
Is that it?
Yes. Judy, is this the one? Yeah, this is the one. If you like these, Miss Judy, we can pull them for you. Let me know. This would be a purple almond.
And purple almonds.
Purple almond.
Purple almonds are $20 a pair.
20 a pair. Okay. So then, race to.
Yes.
Okay, you got it, Miss Judy.
We'll pull that for you, Judy.
Oh, this one, let's call this one Down to Earth. Look at this bead. I love it. If no one buys this set, I'm going to just take those beads if no one gets these beads. Love it. Down to earth. And again, when you get a set, if you want a set of these, you don't have to buy 10. You can just buy 5. The sale price on a set of 5 is $55. Normally, it will be $75 as soon as we're done with the show. I like this too. Maybe we could call this like an Aztec party.
Yeah.
Because it reminds us of something, you'd wear a flower in your hair and then you're going to go to a party, but then the party is like in the middle of the Yucatan jungles. Because it's got like this like whole feel of Raiders of the Lost Ark going on. I like it. Mesoamerica Party Time. That's the name of this one. She said, can you turn on the air conditioner?
I've been wanting to say that word for like about 27 years.
Now we have this. So if you don't want a set, but you only want one of the pairs in here, and that is awesome. You just have to beat somebody else to sing. Because if someone wants the set, I'm going to cut it, and then there will not be pairs available. So this is Petals on the Wind. No, it's not, because it's got too much amber in there. This is like the honeybee. And when they go and they want to pollinate? So we could call this the Pretty and Pollinate. Pretty, no, Jason's like, no. How about, I know.
Sunshine Buzz.
Oh my God, that's cute. Sunshine Buzz. Okay. Anybody out there wants a Sunshine Buzz? We have that here. And so these, again, will not become sets after the show. We will be just sending them back to the artist.
I want to thank you guys for joining us this
Thank
afternoon.
you.
Thanks
Thank
for
you.
ordering
Thank you.
early. And like I said, in the Bead Hui, thanks so much for ordering early. And Connie, thanks for making that last to the finish line. Sarah really liked it. The purple green reminds you of flowers. Yeah, I like that. What is that? Celadon petals.
You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of
What does it remind you of?
another, like going to like the museum.
More museum for you, huh?
Yeah, artifacts. Let's just call this one artifacts. I like it. Okay, so that was fun. Now, any last?
Should I put that back into the
Oh yes.
last to the finish line?
Yes.
So I don't get confused.
Yes. I'm gonna string it up on a leather. Okay. Any questions? Anyone interested? If you're watching in replay, we don't have to use the names that I just made up. I'll take a picture of this right now. That way. If you did want it, I would like to give you a goodie. Just for participating, because when you guys participate, it's fun for me too.
Okay, we got to do 2 more.
Okay, photo.
3 more
done.
shapes and
Oh.
then the findings.
Okay, sorry.
Sorry, it's not that I have to.
Oh, look, there's some donuts here. So if you do want a donut and it's here, it is accidentally on the lentil
That's
tray.
so weird, right?
So here's some lentils, here's some donuts, and here are some square pillows. I love this one. Look at that. That is HH29. HH29. I'll split these up so that they're not touching. If you see anything you like, give a holler.
Comment right away. Please comment right away.
This is HH3.
That's funky.
I love it. Now, to use a pillow, if you're like, I don't know how to use a pillow, you can use it like this. And I do have these chandelier drops coming out. They're $2. So that's what the square pillows would look like if you wanted to make something. So We're trying to inspire you as we go along. So everything you see, you can translate into making something right away.
Something fun.
We hope. We hope. The Dead Silence. Anyone? HH3 for Miss Judy Fields. Now, Judy, before I let you pick, can I please show you HH11? Because it's almost like a reverse, but they're so cool. So it has a raised. Can you see? She did raised flowers. Look, bumps on the surface, and this one has like a little puka shell on the surface. Crazy, so cute. This one has a bunch of dots that are raised. So this is your first pick, which was HH3. But while you're here, I just want to show you HH11 just in case.
All right. Thanks so much. Anybody for lentils or donuts? Sounds like bread.
Sounds like food.
It does.
Okay. Then the last are the monuments. The monuments, I like the shape on these. I think they're so cool. Oh, Kara would like HH19, Jay.
H19.
Yes. So the monuments, can you change the description for me? Miss Kara, for your HH19, I'm just going to hold all four for you because they're cool. I have swirl and dots. I have swirl and lines. Or I have wave and hearts. Okay, Kara, that's your HH19 picks. Other chair. Swirl
I
and
like the
dots.
ones with the lines.
You got it, Kara.
Wait, Kara, swirls and dots.
Yeah, here's her swirl and dots. I like the dots. They look like snow.
Swirls and dots goes to Kara.
Yeah.
Then we had a previous comment. Judy says, I like the one with the lines.
The lines on the other tray.
Other tray, forgotten.
Is this the tray, Judy? Am I back on the right tray? Amy, which do you like? The top or the bottom? I'll flip it. They're kind of similar. I like the flowers on the bottom.
Judy says yes.
Okay, I'll move out of the way. Amy, do you like the top or the bottom? You let me know.
You choose for me.
Oh, okay. Okay, I like the one with the tighter flowers where the petals are closer together.
Okay.
Okay.
And Judy says, okay. Okay, bottom.
That was got Amy's. Okay. Miss Judy, do you see something on here with lines that you like?
Lines. I like the one with the lines. Judy. HH3? Jamie, HH3? Is that it?
I think we sold it.
To Judy. No. I'm looking for that. Or here. That is the one with the lines.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You got it, Judy.
Got it, Judy.
All right. So the monuments, it's gone. No, it's yours. It's yours. So the monuments are like this. I have a little treat. If you want to make this earring, I have extra of these Japanese Baroque seed beads. They look like pearls. And then I found some little copper charms that oh my God, these are like 20 years old. But I think I can, depending on how many people, if anyone wants to make an earring that looks like this, I can include 2 of the copper charms and 2 of these seed beads if you want to get the monument to make an earring that looks very similar to this.
Karen,
Charms and the little seed beads would be a gift.
Karen K. $11, please.
Okay, so AA11 has a darker orange. Now this color, like a coral, strikes differently depending on how you use the heat. So you tell me if you like top, middle, or bottom. And this is 2 copper charms for her, and for Karen, and 2 Baroque pearls. So she can make this earring. Hi, Malita. I'm just showing some pairs. You can come back and watch the replay for anything. This is our last tray, and then we're gonna show how we did some of the wire work on these pieces. So Jason, if you can get your wire ready.
Right behind you.
Thank you. Top, you got it. All right. I think that might wrap up. If there's any other last minute requests.
If you guys missed us, Jamie made new sets that are different from the ones that she had posted last night.
Mm-hmm.
So don't be confused, as if you guys just went on about an hour ago, Jamie made new ones an hour ago.
I
How's
did.
that? She did.
And these all came down off the website temporarily while I show them to you. So you guys have first pick on them.
Yep. Right now it is
Thanks for your order, Melita. Oh.
Yes, you may, Ruth.
Alrighty. Yes, Ruth, definitely put it in the notes on your invoice, okay?
Yep.
So we know. Okay, that was pretty much a lot of what was happening. This is just some of the pieces that I wanted to show you. If you want to add it.
13, please.
Number 13 for Karen, you got it.
Brand spanking new.
Karen, I have in these drops, I have one that looks like a little flower. So I'm going to put 2 different ones in your other earring. With the
Oh, is
gold
it
balls.
totally different?
Yes. So this mermaid tail, oh my gosh. If you would like to order these, I put them on the website. They are new. I can also give you the QR code. It's M96, Jason.
Mm-hmm.
M96. So I don't know how long we've had these, but we never knew how to use it. Then Pauline put it in this earring where she hung it like this. That's so clever. I wore these earrings the other day. They're so cute. M96. You can scan the QR code or you can go to the website. I made a collection on the homepage. Y'all know how to do that, right? Go to the homepage, thebeadgallery.com, and then click on the collection at the top for today's show. I put these in there. I love them. I can't get these again. If you claim in the replay, yes, just text us. Definitely. And we can't get these again because Jason and I do not know where we bought these so long ago. Okay. These were done by Tearcast, so they no longer are making these in the US. This is M1539. I only think I have 10 or 12 pieces left of these. I think they're so cool. That is here. These are finial drops. There's real gold over pewter, not gold color. These are real gold plated and real silver plated. So nice. Just a few of those.
Karen, top or bottom? Difference is basically those 2 beads.
You want the dotty or the bead cap style? Dotty or bead cap style? Okay.
All right.
This bead right here is a Thai silver. So trippy. If you want to use it, if you're using something flat and you need a texture, these are handmade. These are also in this earring right here as the spacer at the bottom, so you can see the details. That is M1006. 1006. So these are handmade Thai silver which is a really good silver. I love that they have that matte finish. You can stack them, but really I like it when you can see the detail of this. On the side, they just look like a chubby little spacer. This I love, $2.75. Remember that you have to do a minimum purchase on the website of $10, okay? So try not to just check out with these. These are M1563. Jason, can you bring up M1563? You get 5 for $2.75, real gold plating, made in the USA, no longer available anymore. I love how Pauline put this here at the top. Now, you may not be able to put an ear wire, okay, with this. The ear wire loop may not be big enough to hold that, so you can use something like this, which is a lever back style. You can change out your earrings, which is cool. So here's the lever back, and you pop it in. And that way, if you're traveling and you only want to take one pair of earrings that won't come out of your ear, you can take your lever back and switch it out. So that's a cute topper. But again, it will not fit in your ear wire loop. So
It's really hard.
don't try. Here is another one made in the USA. This is an antique bronze. This is M1076, only in one color. This bag slipped to the back. We had it in silver and gold, sold out of those. And I was like, oh my God, look, why do we have so many of these? We never showed them before.
Never did.
M1076. So this is really nice when you want, sometimes gold is too yellowy, right? And you want to put it with something that's very natural. Well, that's a really nice color. We put it on a gold lever back because this is a little bit thick to just stick right into your ear wire. This lever back really does solve a lot of problems. Toot. So you can comment sold like Miss Judy is trying to. Miss Judy, you have to put sold space M1006, or we actually are moving everybody to the website. Okay. We move you to the website only because that way when you check out, we have less problems. We know exactly what you're doing. These are made in India. So the pricing is a little cheaper than the ones made in the USA. The quality might be a little bit different, but these are plated over brass. This is plated over pewter. These are only $1.50. You can't go wrong with a solid ring. You can hang things from it the same way, or if you're going to do a hook and eye style with a big clasp and you need a solid ring on the other side, that's why we have these. We have it in a gold color, which is like a brass, a copper, which is a plating over the brass, and a gunmetal, which is a blackened version of a brass. So these, very handy. M1837, made in India. This one is a Navajo pearl. Love these. So when you have a bead and the hole is big, it might shift left and right, right? When you're making something, you might have had that happen to you. When the bead shifts left and right, it makes it feel like it's not steady. So these Navajo, well, they're called Navajo pearls, but they're not pearls. They're beads. We love them. M1960. We've never actually carried them before. This is its first time out. We have them in 8mm, 10, 12, rondelles. We have them all kinds. I use them on this necklace. Wanted to show you how I made this necklace too. So this is the Navajo pearl. These are on the website. They're in the collection on the homepage. So you can click. They're also, they're so easy to use. To keep the pricing down on a traditional Navajo pearl, which is called a bench-made bead, because they would hand cut out the metal into a disc, then they would hammer it into a cup shape. Then you take the two cups, bring it together, and it makes a bead. It's hollow on the inside. And so that was a traditional way of making it. Those can cost in the thousands now if you find a really nice quality old one. So these are copies now. Some are being made strictly in China. Some are being made in China, and then they're being finished in the US. We picked that route. We picked the ones that are still being finished on with traditional Native American techniques of polishing it so it brings out that highlight in the center, which is how it looks like it has luster, and why it's called a Navajo pearl when it is sterling silver. Love them. Mm-hmm. So I sold this necklace to somebody. So one of my friends was like, I want to make one. Now, these chains that we do have, we just got some chains. I think, where are they made?
Which one?
These chains. India.
Italy.
Italy.
Italy. I
Okay.
believe.
So I got to double check on that. It's on the website. I
It's on
can't
the
remember
website.
what I
Okay.
typed. Sorry. I try to remember all the countries. Sometimes I get lost. You can cut the second to last chain and string on the beads and reconnect it with a basic wire wrap. Okay, so that's one thing you can do when you want to cut the chain.
Got the chain.
I use the 1.5. You can use the 1 for sure, but it's a lot thinner. Like when you're putting this much lampwork beads on something, I wanted something steady Eddie. So I use the 1.5. The Boston chain is kind of a super cool chain because it is elongated links. Elongated, and it has like almost like a twisted portion towards the where it sits on each other. I think it's such a cool chain. You can use Rollo. We have Rollo chain. We have some new chains that I really like, but this one's on the 1.5. Jason, what he did, which was super cool, was he just took the last part right here and he squeezed it until it was oval, and then it just went right into the beads. Do you want to see a quick demo? If so, make a note. Because if you are going to get a chain and you don't want to cut it off and you want to just give it a squeeze, that is an option. And we need to squeeze it for Doreen, so that'd be lovely if you did.
Doreen wants one, yeah. That's it.
This is the Berry Sweet. This is Turkish sterling silver. So I showed you some Thai silver. I think these are Bali, and now I'm going to show you some Turkish. So the Turkish silver is very detailed. Like I love the detailing on the top and the sides. So you can see that it's not just plain. It's like got a double ball. These are about 6 millimeters, and they are in an earring here. Ho, 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 here we go. They're in this earring. So look at the detail that it gives. You can use a flat spacer like this, but it always looks a little bit more special when you want to. So this bead it's matte and it's very sedate. If you want to give it a bit of a pop, that's when you can use something along those lines. Okay.
You guys want to do the spacers?
And 833.
So that right there's the berry spacer.
Yeah.
If you want the inexpensive ones, but still in sterling, we have them here in 3 millimeter.
So we have shiny round, frosty round, and guess where they are?
They're on the website.
On the collection. Yes, I made a special collection, so you don't have to look through the whole entire site. You just look in one collection. Anything related to what I'm showing you and what will work. As long as I think it's going to work with the beads that we showed you is in here. I think there's like 30 items in that collection. This is Jason's current favorite. This is a pudgy pod. This is Thai silver. Thai silver generally has a look to it that's not like other silver beads. It looks soft. It has a smoother, satiny finish, not super shiny. If you want to make it super shiny, you can like take it to a high polish with I guess whatever you have, a Dremel or a bead reamer. So he used it in this piece right here. Why I like it is if you're going to be working with Lampwork, this is M1082, okay? M1082 for these pudgy pods. If you're going to be working with Lampwork and your Lampwork has big holes, which they tend to, then you can string your spacers with no problem when it has big holes like this.
This is the pod.
Yeah, he calls it the pudgy pod. And look at all the line work, handmade. These are all individually handmade.
Yeah, good weight. Thick walls. Not a true hollow bead. It's not actually a thick wall.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really hard to smash.
Mm-hmm.
I tried smashing it.
Mm-hmm.
Bead test.
Okay, did I show you everything here? Oh, well, my photo of this didn't come out nicely, so this was not related. But we were just so delighted that Jason found it. He goes, why? Well, they're just like hidden away in a bag. It says Oahu on this charm. totally unrelated to the show.
Totally.
But if you want a sterling silver charm at a like a 10-year-old price, it's only $24. We did not jack it up to a current sterling silver price, which would be a lot more. It's solid. This is a solid piece. It's $24. This is Emma 1982. And it says Oahu. Can you see that? Right there. Our friend Peggy on the Big Island made these, so it's designed in Hawaii.
Little heart.
Good job.
Little waffle.
So M. Jason, 1982. Oh, okay.
I don't want to break the computer.
Yes. If you like it and you can't find it on the website, you know me and Jason. We have 5 of these left, so let us know if you want one for $24. We will not be reordering them because the price of silver has increased in the last 10 years, so they cannot be $24, sadly. But they're so cute. Okay. Let's see. Jason,
I have to go up front.
Yep.
Somebody there. I'm gonna bring Connie to the back.
what if I go to the front and you do your demo and we'll
Sure.
switch? Okay, I'm gonna give you guys Jason's, and he's gonna show you how he made all of these links on his bracelet.
Okay, first thing we want to do, guys, is get wire. We want to get some wire. And in this case, I'm going to be using 16 gauge wire to do this.
Hello. Let me turn this light on for you. There. What can I help you with?
Remember, my friend is coming at 3:15,
Mm-hmm.
so I'm just going to help him finish off his.
Okay. Do you need me or Jason to help you with that?
I don't think so. I think I can do it. Yeah.
You can crimp it.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, clamshell.
Okay.
Clamshell.
Do you need the clamshell you have?
I bought it already for him.
Oh, do you need a bead? Here, use this bead mat so nothing rolls around.
How are you?
I'm good. We're still in our show, so I'm gonna go back
Yeah.
until you need me. Connie, if you need me or if Sandra needs me, just come get me. It took long. Oh.
Hello. All right. Okay. I got the mics working one more time. We'll wait till we show up here. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Awesome. Okay. So here is mic number 2. Can you guys hear me now? Okay. I see that. So wrap and tap. Okay. The 6-step wrap and tap. And your 16 gauge cutters. Try not to use your thin gauge wire cutters because you'll break your tips off. Okay, so 16 gauge wire, and we are going to build this like so. Take the end of your wire or the beginning of your wire. You're going to use position number 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, position number 4. And how's it going out front? Good?
Good. I am so sorry.
You took my mic, huh?
I took your mic.
That's okay, no worries. I used number 2.
Okay.
So you're going to make one loop first. Okay, it doesn't look like a jump ring right now, but we just want to make one loop. Take your flat nose pliers. You're going to lift up, and then you're going to continue your looping on number 4, just like so. Okay. That's how we make a jump ring coil. Okay, jump ring coil. And I'm going to, you can do quarter turns, you could do eighth of a turn, so however you feel comfortable creating this wire loop. What you're going to do is you're going to press down with your thumb, your left thumb, onto the wire, the wrap and tap, push down onto the plier like so, like so, like so. I want you to continue, keep going until you feel comfortable. And comfortable usually means you're going to make at least the length of this plier tip, okay? Just like that. Checking. Okay, everybody's still here. Okay, and then I'm going to go just past this right here. So this will continue onto one ring. I'm going to give myself a little bit more, like that. And now I'm going to cut off. I'm going to come back to here, the beginning. I'm going to take, this is the cutting edge. This is the inset, cutting edge, inset. Can you see that? There's an opening here, right there. This is the blade, okay? It's the cutting edge. With the cutting edge, you're going to put it right up against the tip of that wire, and you're going to clip this off. And you clip this off, 1, as a habit, and 2, you want to make sure that tip is always flush, okay? After you cut that wire right there, the tip of that wire right there, the tip of the wire right there, you're going to flip your plier, meaning you're going to turn this all the way around, okay? 180 degrees, not 360. Just from this edge to this edge, you're going to come over you're going to go with the tip of your plier, you're going to bring it over to that right there, the next wire loop, okay? And you're going to cut. Sorry, I'm not wearing my glasses. I'm looking at the computer. And then you have a completed jump ring. Try that again. You're going to clip the excess wire off. You're going to flip, and you're going to go to the next wire. Okay? And you have a completed jump ring. Flip your plier again. You're going to cut the tip of that off because it is not flush. Flush cutters. You're going to bring this over here. Just one ring. One ring's worth. And there you go. You're going to keep going until you finish off the whole thing. So let me work this out. If you can do this. And after we do this, we're going to create the twisted wire that I had on the display, the project. Just like that. Sorry, I don't have my glasses. I have to do this again. There. And then we'll cut one more ring off. Okay, jump ring, done. When we ran out of wire, we didn't have the sound. I made these, so I'm just going to cut these off because I don't like to keep these guys stranded. I use you to make some beautiful jewelry. Okay, there we go. So we have some completed jump rings. Let us create some. I'll do one more here because this is half a loop. There we go. I'm going to clip this. This is also a great way, you guys, to develop some of your skills and just creating findings with just what you have on your beading table. Okay. Here are the, now I'm going to make the small jump rings. The small jump rings are done on the number 1. This one right here. The number 1. Okay. Let me remove that. The number 1 right there. Okay. Remember, this is 16 gauge wire, so remember to put a little bit of gas when you turn your wrist. Okay. Put a little bit of tension in there. So just like this. Okay, I'm going to reduce this because I'm moving too much. It doesn't want to catch me. Okay. I'll come into the close-up as soon as we're done here. I'm going to show you something that happened. I didn't bend up the piece, so it made a little bit of a bend, an angle on the wire. So I'm just going to continue until I have an even number of rings, and I'm going to start again. So turn your loop, turn your loop. Make sure you got your loop. Flip up. And then place it back inside. Hold on one second. I'll clean that one up in a bit. Nope, I'm not going to work hard in them right now. This is 16 gauge, and we're going to turn it into a component, Marika. Good question, though. But I don't need to work hard in right now because I'm going to build it first, and you'll see why it's going to be kind of tough to take it apart. There, and that's a proper jump ring. Okay, let me build this up. Let's wait for the computer to pick up on my hands. And I'm going to hold it like this so you guys can see how I make it. Usually I have a better stance. My ergonomics is a little bit better. My shoulder is not into it right now. Okay, so I'm going to cut the extra wires off. We're going to do that cutting that we usually do. Okay, and tiny jump rings again. Okay, one ring done. Let's do 4, and then I'll show you what I mean. This is tiny jump rings. But same gauge as the big rings. You guys are more than welcome to work hard in this. But when you do work hard in, make sure you use a non-metal plier so you don't flatten the rings, because then it'll change the whole dimension of the ring. Use a nylon plier or nylon hammer, or like I said, a non-metal hammer. These. Okay, we'll cut these. Trim. And as I cut, ask me any other questions. Even with my glasses, I'm glad I bought mag eyes. Yes, this is great with mag eyes. Unfortunately, I don't have my mag eyes on the side of the table today. It's probably in the front of the store when we did our samples that day. So, out of luck. Okay, so jump rings cut. Put my 16 gauge wire on the side. Let's make some twisted jump rings. You'll need your flat nose pliers, and you'll need your chain nose pliers or 2 flat nose pliers. Our Ohana friend member. This is where you work hard in, Marika. Okay, I'm going to do that one closed. I'm going to work hard in this one. 1, 2, 3. I'm going to connect this into here. I'm going to close this shut. Okay, like so. I'm going to open this one up. 1, 2, 3. Let's just work hard on all of them since we're here. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right. 1, 2, 3. And 2 more to get this done. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is a quick demonstration on how we're going to make a twisted jump ring with my extra baby rings to hold them in place. Okay. So take your jump rings like so, just like that. You're going to put them together, meaning, here we go, don't blink. You're going to put them together. Okay, look, twisted jump ring. To keep them together, you need 2 pieces on each side. And in this case, it was my eye pin, and it's also my jump ring. So let me use this jump ring to connect it, to hold it in place on one side, like this. Okay, oh, look, twisted jump rings. I'm going to close it shut. Okay. And on this side, the opposite side, I had an eye pin. Let me build an eye pin real quick. Use number 2, I think. Yeah, maybe number 2 to create the eye pin, like so. Make sure you trim the wire. You can do this beforehand, so you have a flush end. So when you close the ring, the eye pin shut, it's flat. And I'll just cut this much right here. Okay. Then you're going to take this, place this in there just like that. You're going to bend this back, give it a crooked head just like that. Put it back into number 2. And bend it that way. I think I overdid it with my extreme haste. There. And that's an eye pin. Okay. You need this to hold that other side in place. Open up your loop. There's your twisted ring. Slide it in like so. If it doesn't fit, open it up even more. Connect it. Close it shut. And now it holds it in place. To do this one, you have to do the same thing but backwards. Meaning, here you go. You're going to put your jump ring in the 2 rings. Then you're going to take that open ring and you're going to connect it inside, like so. Okay, just like that. Like this, inside like that. And you're going to close that shut. And you have a twisted ring. Just like that. Now, let's close this one off with a bead. A bead somewhere over here. There you go. Here's a Tahitian pearl. Maybe make an earring out of this. Okay. What you're going to do is you're going to give yourself about that much room. Pinky's worth. For me, it's a pinky's worth. Everybody's a little different. You're going to cut it. We're going to use number 2. And I'm going to go opposite of this right here. This is coming this way. I'm going to turn the wire that way. I gave myself extra room so you guys can see. Cut and re-roll. Cut. And I'm going to cut this much off. And I'm going to re-roll. Back in and re-roll. And keep cutting until you hit the bead. Okay? This is also a great way to learn your wire turning abilities. There we go. And I'm done. That's cut and re-roll. Tuck your chain nose pliers back in there. Take your bead. Hold your bead in place right there. Turn towards you, like so. Put it in back number 2. And turn your wrist. And then you have your eye pin. Okay. That's going to hold that one in place. I'm going to make one more eye pin so this holds it all together. Trim your wire. Number 2. Turn, turn, turn. Stop right there. Chain those pliers. Pinch inside. Turn the neck like so. Back inside. And turn it so you have a lollipop. Open the door. Connect your twisted jump ring inside. And now you have twisted jump rings that won't open up. Okay, that's a twisted jump ring. Now, I added a little extra fun thing to there, which is I call it locking rings. Moving rings, if you like. You're going to open the door. I'm going to connect it onto the double rings. And I'm going to close it shut. Why did I do this? Aesthetics, as well as it keeps keeps the twisted rings honest, meaning that it's not going to move around or twist as much when it's in a collapsed state. Meaning you threw it into your pocket or your purse or your bag or just on your table. This keeps it together in the best possible way. Okay, they will move. Don't get me wrong; these will move in time. They'll shift around, but again, it'll keep the twisted rings from being too open, too flip floppy. I call it. It makes it stiffer, gives it a different look, and it's kind of different. Feels good too. There's a lot of texture when you wear this bracelet. Jump rings. Pop that in there. So a little different than Jamie's project in the barbed wire ring. Beautiful nonetheless. Mine just very basic. Basic techniques, creating a different look. Okay. Just got to find a good sweet spot. I got lucky the first rung, those first rings. There, I found it. There's that sweet spot. There we go. And then one more ring, and then we complete this component. And then you do this 5 more times. And then you'll have a bracelet that looks like 5 more times, and then you have a bracelet that looks like that. Okay. Let's continue this one. I don't want to leave this alone. If I leave it, it won't get done until the next project that someone asked me. Where did you do with that one again? There we go. Right there. Thanks, June. Thanks, Amy. Thanks, Ruth. Thanks, Marika. Thanks for staying. Jamie's out front manning the store while I do this demonstration. She really wanted me to show you guys this because it is very basic and it's fun. There you go. That's my component. Twisted wire with locking rings, I call it. Okay, so and then you would continue building this much like you did this project right here. So I did one here. This is good. See, this you know what I called locking rings, because if you left this twisted wire open by itself, you'd have 2 rings just floating around. But if you use these 2 locking rings, they hold it in place, and it's easy for you to control the connection for the finishing. Thanks, Joanne. Just like this, in there, just like that. Not trying to find and fight that thing. Okay, and that's how we came up with that. All right, so that's that. You guys have any questions? Ask now, right now. Thanks, Marika. Thanks, Kim. I love teaching you guys this stuff. Since the onset, when we had to shut doors, it was hard to describe how we can't teach you basic techniques and turn them into something of your own. So this is a good outlet to do that. All right. Let me bring Jamie in. Throw in some comments while I get Jamie to do her necklace demonstration, and or to say goodbye, because this is her design that she did here with the cute little tendrils that hang down. Okay. Thanks, Sarah. I'll be right back. Ready, Jane? Yep, your turn. Don't worry.
Okay, what did Jason demo, you guys? We're taking turns, and I'm like, look at my hands. I am going to do my best to entertain you. All righty. So you see all of his scrap right here? Tip number 1, don't throw it away. Because if it's sterling and you bead for decades, you're going to have a whole bunch of scraps that you can maybe melt down and make a charm. You know, if you ever get into soldering and you're going to get a torch, so it's kind of cool to be able to use all your scraps for something. All right, this piece here, I'm just going to see whoever is interested if you would like me to demonstrate a cage, a wrap, or a bead cap. I don't think I can do all because the store opened and we have people in the front, but I would like to do at least one and then I can explain the other two. I'm going to use a wire that's not on this. Okay, I'm going to use, this is like some fighting tape. I went to Japan. I'm going to use an easy to use wire. This was gold fill soft, 16 gauge. But if you guys don't mind, whatever I demonstrate, I'm going to use 18. And I'm going to use a plated wire because it'll be a lot easier for the demonstration. All right, get my ruler. And if there's anything you want to see, or I can always do this component right here, which is called, what did I name? The barbed wire ring. Oh my God, you guys, I just turned around and there's more beads we didn't get to show you. Bead cap, okay. Let me get a bead. I know, in Japan, the fight tip came in some colors. Karen, since you picked bead cap, do you want me to bead cap one of your beads for you? If not, no worries. Because I was just like, if you're making earrings, it would not be helpful to have just one bead cap, will it? I definitely need a bead. I know, I should have one in the bead store. Hold on. But I want to use the same size we're using for this demonstration. Okay. I'll do it on this one. Okay. So the first thing I did, oh, Karen said yes. Let me go get one of her beads. One moment, everybody. Okay. Oh, this is cool because you'll have a nice sample, Miss Karen. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to run an eye pin through here. And again, I'm using 18 gauge, but normally I would use 16 if I had better hand strength today. Did Jason hammer at all, you guys? If he did, then he might have left the hammer for me. If he didn't, then my hammer is out in the front. Do you guys remember the hammer? All right, come with me. This time, we're going to get a chasing hammer, which is a metal hammer. And that has a rounded head that's smooth. Okay. There we go. Okay, were you able to hear me as I walked around the room with that? It's always a surprise to talk to people like in person and then switch to talking to myself. So let's go for it. Here is an eye pin. You can always tell when your wires are plated because on the inside, can you see? It's copper colored right here on the cut line. So Jason, every time we would have like silver plate wire or anything, he would cut it at an angle so that you can see what's on the inside. So smart. Okay. So I have a loop and I'm going to cut this wire free. With my chain nose plier, I'm going to crank it back because you just want to have it straight. like a stop sign. Back on. And talk to me while you guys are out there. Questions, comments. It's always nice to hear from you all. Hammering too hard in it. It's going to open up a little bit. Metal always spreads when you hammer it, so I just want to go and close it. See if I can get some focus here. Try that again. Hold on. I think I'm a little too close. Let me move this a little bit back. Okay. There. And close the loop. I'm going to slide the bead up. And if there's a top or a bottom, you want to start at the bottom. Okay. So when you do this style, one side will be able to open with an eye pin. The other side will be, you can make it open, but I'm going to wrap it shut. So this is a one-piece bead cap. Ready? Kind of cool. You don't need more than one piece of wire. So I'm going to make a 90-degree angle. Make a larger loop for the top of my bead cap. Maybe we can use it as a charm. Just get it all the way in there. Sometimes you kind of have to squeeze to get it in there. You're going to bring the wire up, over, and down. Rotate the fire. And you're going to continue around till it's about to close. So you have a loop. We're going to hold that. I'm going to wrap. Use my flat nose plier. There. And wrap. I'm so sorry. If you see my hand, my tool slipping, my grip today is not good with 3 fingers. We're going to try. Going. And now I'm going to start the bead cap. So just guide the wire as far as you want to go. But my trick is I like it to be symmetrical. So I'm going to count how many spirals I made. So starting from the very first part where I came around once, you can count. You can count the very first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and where I'm stopping is 6. So I'm going to flip it to the other side. I'm going to count 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I stop my spiral here, it's going to be heavy on one side and not as on the other. So I'm going to keep going until I have 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so that's perfect. I'm going to cut my wire. Now there's different things you can do. You can bring the wire back up and wrap it underneath the base. That usually works with thinner gauge wires. I tend to just hide it because of the shape of this bead. There is a bit of a lift. You see that lift? Or you can still get something under it, which is what I did for this. I just cut it and I tucked it underneath the wrap prior. But when you do cut it, you want to flush cut the end and you want to cut it at an angle. So not like just at a 90 degree. You want to cut it flush. So it's a little bit more at an angle and smaller. And then I take my flat nose plier and I just kind of start massaging it under from about a 1/4 inch away. Take your chain if that's a little bit more narrow and you need that hide underneath. Okay. You can bring this down a little bit. Okay, and then I made a little bead cap on top. Now this is an eye pin, so it still can open, which is very, very handy. You want it to be able to open. So you're gonna take your little scraps, flush cut the bottom, flush cut the top, flush cut the bottom. Then you want them all to be nice and straight. I'm gonna make this piece a little longer. Oh, okay, well that's pretty close. And flush cut this. I did want 3 separate lengths. Well, that means I can cut this one a little shorter. Now they should be 3 different lengths. That looks a lot too long, so maybe I'll just trim that. You never know, right? You kind of just have to do it. On my bench block, I'm going to hammer the end of my wire. I advise you do this in 16 gauge. The 16 gauge will hammer out about to, what say you, 3 millimeters. The 18 gauge will not. So when I hammered it, I hammered the bottom a lot harder than I did the top because I wanted it to flare out. It's going to be a little bit crooked because I didn't straighten my wire. I do recommend you straighten your wire with your nylon jaw plier. If you didn't, when you were hammering in haste, you can always put it back on your bench block. Take your nylon hammer, turn your wire to flat and perpendicular, and that'll straighten it out. So hammer it on the side, hammer it on the flat. I need my glasses. And hit it. And again, it should be a lot easier in 16 gauge. Okay, so this is what happens to coated wires. So this is one of the reasons why I like working in sterling. The coating is coming off. So you can see, I don't want to strip it off completely, but you can see that it's 2 colors now because the coating came off. Cannot be helped. That's just one of the reasons what makes it affordable as well. But let's keep moving on. I'm going to turn a loop on the middle of my round nose plier.
I'll borrow these, okay?
Okay. We have an eye pin. And depending on how big this bead is how much you can put, how much length you can put on the bottom. So let's look at it and see. I don't know. It's kind of cute if it was like an earring, right? And then you repeat with the other pieces. I kind of don't want to, mostly because it's a project that's not going to work since the black color is coming off. I'm a little disappointed. This is how you can straighten your wire if you don't have a nylon jaw plier, or if your hands aren't strong enough to yank the wire through the tool. I've always liked to just roll my wire, roll it forward, roll it back, and hammer it. And that can usually, if you make surface contact, with this, your bench block, you can get your wire to sit straight and take out the curve. All right, I'm going to stop there only because I don't think that I want to make Karen something that's going to change like that. But I do like the other part. I'll leave this hanging on there. Karen, you tell me what you want me to do. Do you want me to make the rest of the pieces? Does it add to the rusticness, maybe just a little bit? I will take your advice, but I am like, "Ugh." So this wire is good for wire wrapping, maybe not so much with this kind of hammering where it it wasn't able to cover the amount of the metal expanding, as I hit it. That was a good lesson. All right. I am going to say goodbye. We'll get my mouse. And I want to say thank you very much for appreciating everything we had to show you today. That that's always meaningful to me and Jason that we get to show you all the tricks that we know. And if you do want me to work on a piece like this with you, we have a bead jam coming up in July. Now, if you've never been to a bead jam, I was just thinking about it last night, how healing beading can be, how wonderful it is to do in a group. But if you want to bead with us, we do it on Zoom once a month. And if you're not social, you don't want to talk and you don't want people to ask you questions, come. That's fine. If you are sociable and you want to make new friends, chit chat with us, show us what you're making. We just usually take 2 hours of beading time. So that's what a bead jam is. We take 2 hours for ourselves to work on a project. It is, thank you, Sylvia. It is a pleasure to bead with you. We may never meet in person, but I definitely feel like there's ways we can connect with each other without having to be in each other's physical presence. I know this because many of you are my dear friends, and it's just like having pen pals. So if you want a pen pal bead with us at a bead jam in July, make sure you join the Bead Hui because I post notices there. It's $10 to join with us, or you can just join our Bead Circle, which is $10 a month, and we do all kinds of special things there. But I hope you can come and bead with us. It's a nice opportunity to learn, just learn from each other and just enjoy each other's company. Thank you very much. I will see you guys next week. I want to show you what I didn't show you. Is that helpful? If I don't, I have these hollow beads. They're on the website. They're so cute. Tenessa's mama made these, okay? And they come in multiple colors and they're tiny. So she doesn't make them anymore. Finding somebody who makes really cute hollow beads is always a challenge because hollow beads need some skill. Now, why do you want a hollow bead? Hold on. Because on YouTube, we have a video. Our friend Donna made these hollow beads. We made a really simple video on how to make a net. When we made this video, there was only waxed linen in existence, right? But since we made this video, there's a newer thread called Brazilian waxed poly. And the wax poly is burnable, so it makes it have a really clean ending if you want. So you can have a tassel tail and then overhand knot, come up through, then you make another overhand knot, and then you start the netting. If you can't find that video on YouTube, go to the Bead Hui. That's our free off network. You can find my name, Jamie. You can chat me up and I can help you out there. Or we can make a posting about this so that you can make this. But look, you want to make a miniature? So cute. I also had a friend who made a gumball type machine. She put a bead under here that was like, almost like a cylinder, but like a gumball machine shape where it got wider at the bottom. And she put a head pin through it, but it was tight against the bottom. So she filled it with seed beads. Oh my gosh, that was so cute. Then you can put a bead cap on the top and that'll everything, wrap tight. That'll keep everything in there. So that is a cute idea. I also have a sample where we dropped a little fish bead and then it kind of dangles on the inside. So many things you can do. So our Lampwork girls, Mama made all these colors. These are on the website, so I wanted to show you those because I think a miniature float necklace would be cute with a tassel, and you can hang all kinds on there. So cute. All right. You collect Japanese? Yeah. You know, there's one of my favorite restaurants on Nimitz. It's called Namikaze. And in the booths, they have the floats as like the lighting above each of the tables on the sides. So cute. All right. Thank you very much. I always look forward to your questions. We do try our best to do everything we can to answer. Honestly, we have so many channels and so many, nice people who to interact with. So if I don't ever answer, please don't take it personally. Call us, email us, text us. There's so many ways to be in touch or come to a bead jam and ask in person. Okay, I gotta go. I hear lots of customers out in the front. Jason is like wrestling out there. Say thank you. You know, we're always thinking about how we can inspire you and be there for you. And I want to say thank you for being there for us because it's definitely a reciprocated, loving friendship that we have. Bye bye.